Morning. Happy Valentine's Day to all the girls out there on this really nice day. It's a fun day, I think. It's a special day, just spreading some love, right? We're spreading love to the gals all the time, but it's just particularly a fun day where you get to buy a couple themed purchases like, balloons, hearts, chocolates, those types, sweets, those types of things. So I think it's always fun. I'll be celebrating a little bit tonight as well. But hey, weighed in at 204 this morning. So that's 1 pound more than I wanted to achieve this week. I wanted to hit 205, but I hit 204, which I was really thrilled about this morning, especially after working out legs yesterday. So I was surprised I was at a 204, but I'm starting to feel like I am losing the weight now. So I feel a little bit lighter. My skin, like it's kind of funny, like around the stomach area, the love handle area, the fat feels a little bit looser. It sounds weird, but there's a difference between it feeling really tight. I think when you're not dieting, it just gets a little bit tight, and I can feel it when it started to, I guess, starting to lose body fat. I get a little bit looser in that area. With the fat itself is just looser. So I think it's because the fat cells themselves are starting to shrink. And so that's telling me that the fat's being used for energy because I'm in calorie deficit. So I'm on track. The problem is that just takes a little bit of time to do that. So it's been a couple weeks since I'm starting to feel that. And I think that's probably one of the toughest times to start dieting, is because you're in calorie deficit, you're hungry, you're doing the workouts, and you don't see a lot of change on the scale. So a big key to this, particularly I think in the beginning, is your patience. Is just be patient, trust the process. Change is going to happen, but remember, your body's a little bit delayed. Just because you work out and do calorie deficit a couple days doesn't mean you're going to be losing weight that next day, or you're going to be losing body fat anyway. So you may lose some water, some inflammation, those types of things, but the actual body fat itself, that kind of takes a little bit of time, I think, for your body to kick in. Now, everybody's different. For me, it's probably a good 2 weeks. So I'll diet for a good 2 weeks and probably won't see anything. In fact, I've been stuck at that 207 for a little while. And I think that's because I had some fluctuation with calorie deficit, but my body also takes a little bit of time. But now this is really motivating. So I'm seeing the scale starting to come down, my weight's starting to come down, and that is a little bit motivating for me for the rest of the day. So like staying on track, keeping it going. I'm building momentum now. So emotionally, you're building momentum. So that's really, really fun. But this morning, we'll get the workout in. This morning was a little bit crazy. Did my reflection, of course. I always do that. But this morning, had a lot of things due in the morning, the early morning, getting the kids to school, packing lunches. It was an early day to school, doing some other small little errands this morning. So I'll get the workout in this afternoon. I feel pretty good about that. For Friday, it looks a little bit open, so that'll be good. But wishing you guys a happy Valentine's Day. It's the weekend, so staying on track, remembering your why. What's your passion? Like my passion was, or my why, and the feeling behind the why comes to, like, I want to be really proud of myself. That's my feeling. I want to be proud that I'm achieving what I can, that I'm trying to reach some potential at my age, and trying to do my best, because why not? Why not try to meet our potential, right? So that's really my why, and I'm going to stick with that and remind myself about that why of, like, being super proud of achieving something. That's a good feeling, and I want that feeling. And I have it now, but, just getting to the goal of 175. So I'm going to keep that in my mind and my heart throughout the weekend. That's going to help me stay away from the snacks and the desserts and all of the good foods that I'd love to eat, and then keep me active as well. So try to use that for the weekend. And I'll be filming throughout the weekend, since my rest day is Sunday, but Thursday I technically I didn't work out Thursday, so I want to make up for that workout, and I'll get back on track. So that's what I'll be doing. But okay, guys, happy Valentine's Day. Wish your gal a happy Valentine's Day. The people you love, your mom, your aunt, sister, whatever it is, they all deserve a little bit of extra love today. All right, talk soon. All right, we got chest, shoulders, and some tris today. So it's push. I'm on my last set of dumbbell flies incline. I just warmed up with some flat bench flies, and I'm gonna do my fourth set here for incline dumbbells. So I'm just watching my angles on my elbows. You'll notice I just do that all the time. And then making sure I'm kind of keeping my shoulders back. That's been a focus. So these last few sets have been actually pretty nice because I think I'm really focusing in on keeping those shoulders back to give my pecs a good stretch. And I'm working, I'm lifting up with my pec. There's so many times you can kind of cheat with your shoulders. That's the whole point of keeping those back. So let me try to get those back. For this set, I think I've been doing pretty good the other sets here. So let's go. All right, trying to put them back there and they're set. And a big stretch on my pec. A little slower on the way down. Keeping that tension. I'm watching the angle of my elbows. Okay, that's a burn for sure. All right, nice set. Probably do. I think I'm just gonna stick with dumbbells right now. I'll do flat bench dumbbells press. So let's do that one next. Put the hat on here with the microphone. I actually don't wear the hat when I'm not videoing because I just don't feel like wearing it. I kind of like it without. But keeping the microphone on. I remember off of my shirt, I remember I think it was my first video where I was talking and was just all muffly and sounded horrible. So just picked it up, put it on the hat like the real YouTubers do. So anyways, my last set of flat dumbbell bench. Again, keeping my shoulders back. I feel like I'm getting a pretty good pump, but I'm running out of gas. I can kind of tell. I think maybe the calorie deficit is starting to impact my workouts. I don't think it has to do with it being like the end of the day. I've already had dinner and everything, so I actually got back from my Valentine's dinner with my little Valentine. And so I could tell the calorie deficit's just impacting like strength and fuel. But we still get it in, just burn out as much as I can. All right, flat bench. Getting those shoulders back. Big stretch. That big stretch makes a big difference in like how many I can do. And also the tempo. It's already struggling. And I want to make sure I come up that way. Coming up on my knees. Putting the weights on my knees so I can put the weights down gently. Like these aren't weights to slam down on the ground. Otherwise you kind of go as much as you can and let that negative and then drop. But yeah, it might mess these up since they're the adjustable kind of weight. So whew, that's a good burn. I can feel a good pump there too. All right. So that was nice. I did that. Probably gonna end here. Let me do some dips. So I got some cool new, well, they came with the whole thing, but I don't think I've videoed these dips before. So let me move the camera and I'll show you those. It should be cool. All right, we have dips. This will be my last exercise or station for chest. So dips are, you do them a couple different ways. Sometimes you'll see dips that are like on the bench. You're just hanging off the end of the side of the bench, and you're kind of doing dips this way. The dips I'm going to do here isn't going to really focus on my tris, although I'm going to get a lot of tricep in there. But I'm kind of doing almost like a decline bench. So I am kind of focusing on my chest when I do these dips. So I got these kind of cool little handles here that came with this squat rack. So you put these in, they just slide. They hold you up pretty good. So this is pretty strong. But yeah, let me try to get as many as I can. I've already done one set and only did like 6. So I'm starting to tire out, and I feel like my strength just isn't there. But that always happens during calorie deficit, which I know I'm in when I'm in that. It's just you just don't have all that fuel and that food to get you tip top on your strength. But yeah, let me get some of these in here. All right, I'm just doing my body weight, no chains or anything like that just yet. I'm struggling with just the weight that I have on. All right. So try to come down to where my elbows are 90 degrees as much as I can, but I'm leaning forward. All right, that was it. I don't know how many I got. I just kind of do as many as I can. But anyways, that was dips. If you have really bad shoulders, watch it. My shoulders are okay right now. I've had work on my shoulders before. That seems to have alleviated, and doing pretty good on my shoulders recently. But yeah, so it's just kind of how you want to do it. You can hang off a bench and do them this way, burn out those triceps, or then kind of make it a little bit more of like a chest workout where you're coming over it with your hands. And so I'm just kind of doing this. If you think about it, look, it's almost like a decline, right? So let me do one more set of this, and then we'll be done with chest. All right, moving on to shoulders. Got a great chest workout. Felt good, feel pumped on the chest. And let's knock out shoulders here. I'll just do a couple stations. Dumbbell military press, and then I'm gonna do seated dumbbell lat raises. Because of my lower back again. So my lower back, you guys still gotta watch it. I could tell it's just gonna take one wrong move, and I'll be I'll probably be in bed all day tomorrow, but I don't want that to happen, right? If I did that one wrong move. So instead of like putting a lot of tension on my lower back when I'm doing lat raises or even upright rows, I'm just gonna do seated lat raises and kind of keep my back, use the back of the bench to support that. So I'll still get a good good delt workout, but without putting my lower back in danger. So that's important to me too. So something to keep in mind. If you're injured, you just got to figure out ways to make that movement safe, you know? So there's so many options when it comes to burning out your muscle. You just got to figure it out there. So let's start on dumbbell military press. And I'm focusing on contracting my shoulders, not necessarily trying to raise the weight up, but I'm contracting my shoulders that make the arm move. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, that little dip made a difference. All right, that was second set. I'll do one more set, but I'm just gonna rest a minute in between. Forgot to turn my watch on again. So I missed all that time, but that's okay. I'll just leave it on for however, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe that I missed it. But yeah, so today's been good calorie wise. Like I said earlier, weighing at 204, was super happy about that. And I knew I was gonna go on a Valentine's dinner with my little Valentine. and she wanted pho, and I love pho. And it's cold outside, so it was actually a perfect time to do that. So we went and had pho, but guess what? Like, I didn't eat. I probably took about 4 bites of the noodles, and not even big bites of the rice noodle. So I left all those noodles there, like the bowl. I drank all the juice, and I got chicken, which I normally don't get. I usually get like either a round steak, flank, or brisket, or a combination. So I never get chicken. I hardly order chicken when I go out to dinner because I'm always eating chicken at home all the time. So I got chicken this time. I left a ton of the noodles there, well over a majority of the noodles, and just drank all the liquid and stuff. So got all the salt and probably a little bit of MSG in there. Who knows? But anyways, yeah, I did good there. So I'll log that, and I'll know I'm staying under calories, and then have probably some yogurt for dinner here, dessert. Focusing. Nice little bit in there. All right, I'm gonna lighten these up, and then I'll do my side raises there. Last set of lateral raises here. Now I'll pull these out, and I'm gonna try to keep that bend in my arm fixed for as long as possible, but my shoulders are probably gonna give out. And in that case, I'm gonna burn them out, but I'm gonna lighten the weight by actually bending my elbows. And so just physics wise, right, the weight isn't out here, the weight's closer, and so it's a little bit lighter, right? So I may do that at the end, probably around, I don't know, 9, 10 rep, we'll see. All right, this will be my last set of this. Now, again, my lower back, I'm keeping it against the back of this bench, and it's been helping a lot. I can tell, like, even when I was trying to move forward a little bit, that I could feel a little, like it was starting to get a little sensitive, So, but anyways, I'll keep my back against the back of the bench and finish these up, all right? I'm just raising my elbows. Oh, they're burning. Oh, man. All right, that was nice. So you can see where I couldn't lift it all the way up. I was kind of struggling, so I lighten it a little bit and lift my elbows to continue to get that range of motion and then get that burn in there. So yeah, nice little burn on the shoulders. Finish those. I'm just gonna do some triceps push downs like on the cable, and then wrap up for today. And then that'll be it. But let me go ahead and just kind of do my day's review. But overall, great day. Saved like 1,000 calories for dinner, which I probably didn't even come close on with the pho. There are some Valentine's candies around here. So I did snack on some, but I logged those. So I had about 150 calories of those little candies. They add up pretty quickly. So with that, I still had about 1,000 calories left for the night. I'm gonna have plenty of room for the yogurt, and with a little bit of walnuts, because walnuts, believe it or not, a handful of walnuts, that adds up in calories. That's probably 300 calories right there of walnuts, just getting a handful. So watch it if you do use like almonds or walnuts. They're great for you, but just be careful on the volume, especially if you're restricting yourself a little bit. So I'll be light on that. I got some strawberries I'll put in there. Those are hardly any calories, so that'll be really nice. I had stevia last night. I might do stevia again. Like I said, sometimes I do honey, sometimes I do stevia, depending on how bad I want some sweetness. And right now, I don't feel like I need it too bad. And then the strawberries give a little sweetness already. They're pretty ripe. So anyways, I'll do that to finish up the day. It's the weekend. I don't have too many big plans. There's no tournaments for the kids or anything like that this weekend. So I'll probably focus in, work on my podcast. I need to put out another episode on my podcast. That one is the Better You're Busy podcast. And we just talk about different topics of stress and how to manage your stress to kind of optimize your performance. Because I'm a big believer, if you have too much stress or too little stress, you may not be optimizing some of your performance potential, I guess we can say. And then also you just enjoy life a lot more by focusing on the things that matter to you, right? Okay. Awesome day 12. See you guys tomorrow.